As you stood and watched, the final Amen was stated as your friend was lowered into the ground. Family and friends were in tears as you were, but the bitter truth hit most everyone that your friend's passing is a reminder of our own mortality. Walking away from the cemetery, you overheard one say, "I'll likely be next." You thought to yourself about your own upcoming passing with the realization that your remaining time on earth may be nearer than you might think. As you approach your car, you see children playing, and your mind shifts from the morbid to the delight of life. There is a field of research called thanatology that considers how humans relate to their own demise. It appears that about 1/5 of the U.S. population has a fear of death. Types of fears studied include fear of the unknown, non-existence, loss of control, separation from loved ones, and our eternal resting place, particularly in the Badland. Rekindling these fears can be healthy for us, according to research, if our minds begin thinking about eating better, exercising more, and taking fewer risks that may end in harming ourselves. In addition, the importance of our close relationships with loved ones become more important to us. And even treating an obnoxious stranger with kindness is much easier when we consider death looming at our doorstep. So, how should one handle thinking about their own demise? For you, from your training with the Stoicess, you think about those who have helped you and those you have helped thus far in life. You think about those who have wronged you and find forgiveness in your heart for their acts of unkindness. You also think about how you may have failed God by your own actions or inactions, and how you will improve for the time you have left. And as you end these thoughts, you know these words sound quite familiar because you are following the Lord's Prayer in your life. For you know God will forgive you as you forgive others, and asking Him to deliver you from evil gives you comfort that you can and will do better with your current shortcomings. So even though you are still young in life, you follow the adage of living each day for God as your last. Worries about your death, in turn, you leave to His hands. Now, using my Stoic storytelling method, I worry about dying. What should I do? Let each thing you would do, say, or intend be like that of a dying person. Marcus Aurelius. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Jesus. I will live each day as my last. I realize the time for me is fleeting, and each day I have must be used to improve myself in God's service. I improve my ability to view death as the final moment I have for continued self-improvement. Thank you for sharing your mind with me. For your continued success, hear my secret. As death begins to loom, good actions tend to bloom. Now relax, control your mind, and be as you wish to seem, empowered. Remember, it's the situation keeping my connection with Him. I'm Lori Stith, the Stoicess, and I believe in you.